Hey guys, it's Tanya. Welcome back to my channel. I have a special visitor with us here today. This is my husband.
What's up?
You're supposed to say what your name is.
Hey, I'm Matt.
This is Matt. So he doesn't have locks. Clearly he doesn't. But this video is actually going to be about his experience and answer some questions about me having locks. So I was tagged by Laura. So I'll tag her in the description below. And I appreciate you tagging me. Thank you, Laura. And we're just going to get right into the questions. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so if you guys see me looking down, the questions are here. So that's why I'm looking down, obviously. Number one, talk about your experience and knowledge about locks before meeting me.
None.
None?
Well, I guess like, what was it? Your knowledge of locks?
Yeah, talk about your experience and knowledge about locks before meeting me.
I don't know about any experience, but I think locks, I think like Bob Marley, and I think like Lenny Kravitz.
That's what you thought of?
You know what that is?
I know. Of course I know who Lenny Kravitz is. I want to get away. He sang that song, and he has his daughter's famous too, isn't she? Zoe Kravitz. Yeah.
Actress, yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah. But that's like when I think locks, that's what I think of.
Yeah. So you really didn't have any. It just said for like people maybe. Lauryn Hill had locks.
Yep.
Lauryn Hill had locks. So just famous artists, I guess. Is what
Erykah Badu had locks for a while, didn't she?
I don't remember. She's had a lot of hair styles, so I don't really remember.
She had locks.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but experience, I mean, no. I don't, I didn't even know how you even get locks.
Yeah, like what it actually
was.
Like
what do you actually have to do to get it? So I have no clue about that stuff. No.
Okay. What were your initial thoughts when I told you I was locking my hair?
I mean, I don't know. Like I guess the main thing was like the low maintenance. I think was like, I don't know. It sounded cool, so. That aspect of it I like, the not being able to be in the mirror and, taking care of
my hair.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
So you were just thinking about the positives then? Like for me,
I mean,
I really, preface that by saying, I think that's all I really talked about though. When I was like, hey, I want to get my hair locked. And I would say, I want to get my hair locked because, and I was telling him about how like, I wouldn't have to do this or I wouldn't have to do that because I was going to get my hair locked. So already coming from no knowledge about it, to like me just saying all the positives about it. I think that's probably why you thought that, is because that's what I said. And also, I don't even remember saying like, I don't think I ever said I'm going to go get my hair locked as much as I said I'm going to go get microlocs. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't say, like, the whole idea of the hair actually locking was different. I feel like then, like, oh yeah, I'm going to go get, like, because my brother-in-law and my sister had traditional locks. And my nephew has traditional locks. So at that point in time, you had seen those type of locks.
Right. Yes. And I thought that was all there was to it. It was just like big locks, I guess, right?
Yeah, traditional style locks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What do you think about lock extensions?
Like, what?
Like, people get locks, but they get like hair added on to their, like, to them to make their locks longer. Do you even know? Okay, do you even know what lock extensions are?
I mean, I guess you extend your locks.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? When you,
I don't know,
knowing what you've learned so far, what do you think about lock extensions?
I mean, it seems fake, right? Like, is that not like?
I'm not.
So like if you get locks, you're supposed. That's like I don't know. Like you're part of like a
community.
Like, I mean, like it's like it's your. Does that make? I don't know. That making sense. It seems like it's kind of. I don't know.
So you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you just trying to be like politically correct right now?
I'm just saying, like, I don't know, if I had dreadlocks, it's like I'd want to rock my own dreadlocks no matter what length they were. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like people who get locks are kind of like, I don't know, like artistic, different. I don't know, I should say different, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're like free
into the journey.
And that, I don't know if that all makes sense. But like, seems like that would be kind of like
contradictory.
Yeah, I don't know, kind of.
Yeah, I think the thing is with the new.
Real. Is that right? I don't know.
Well, they're extensions, so they
are
going to
be people that have is there going to be people with dread extensions or whatever?
There are people with probably.
Okay, well, let's just edit that.
No,
edit that out.
No,
I think that everybody it's just Man, it's gonna be all good. Do whatever you want to do.
No, I understand what you're saying. I think that the original, especially given your previous knowledge about it, was that it was part of a spiritual journey for people. Like they were locking their hair. It was part of who they were. It meant something. But I think the difference is that now it's more of an aesthetic and a convenience thing, like a way to do your hair, than people really
man, the locks is
connected
the journey,
to.
man. That's like the thing.
Like, but some people don't want to be looking crazy.
Then growing your locks out, it's like, and they're halfway down your back, and it's like, well, I've been doing this for 10. That's you can't be like, well, I just started last month. These are fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
anyway, we're gonna get away from that before we get beat up in the comments about lock extensions.
Don't listen.
We're not
to me,
saying that it's bad. Don't. I think it's
just cut all that out. Let's just cut that out.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody, everything's all good.
Okay, so next question is, do you know why I locked my hair?
For 2 reasons, if I remember right. It was for looks and for low maintenance. Right?
Yep, that was the reason why. I remember the comment that had me thinking like, okay, you need to do something with your life, is when you were like, don't you think you should do something with your hair? And Matt is the type of person who's super laid back, so he doesn't really say anything about anything. Like I could wear like literally, he just doesn't complain about anything. And at that point, I was really not wanting to do my hair, and I wasn't really into braids and stuff as much. I tried that as a way to not have to do my hair, but yes, those are the exact reasons. So
does my hat always have a lean like that? I'm feeling like I'm like this or something. Is it just the camera? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
I never look at mine.
Well, I think it's because you don't ever look at yourself this close up, but
weird,
it's fine. Anyway. It's fine. Okay. Next thing. Do you prefer me with locks, and why or why not?
I do. Yes, I think that like, I mean, I like dreadlocks. I like microlocs. I think that I don't know. I think they're really cool. I think it does look good. I don't really know. I will say this. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any women. Okay, so you see the guys that have like these like
wicks.
Is that what is that?
Or freeform that go all over their head?
Yeah, so it's like one gigantic one and like one little one or something, that kind of like, I don't know about that. But
for me.
But I don't ever see any. Do women do that too? Like,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's women who get like.
Anyway,
I do know there's a channel actually of somebody who does freeform locks, and I'll link it in the description below if you do have freeform locks. And again, nothing we're saying is personal. It's just. Well, it is personal. It's what his preference on me, not to tell anybody else that they can't do it. So I totally hope nobody's offended by that. But I get what you're saying. Like you wouldn't like it as much.
Like all the women
like
I've ever seen have, I don't know, his,
But you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't, you don't want me to get locks like Jay-Z.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like but most women's locks are they're very nice. They're very kept. They look good. And they look good on them. So I think I think it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that.
It's beautiful. Can I say that?
Yes. On me, you do. You did show me a picture, though.
Yeah, so I was say we're gonna.
Yeah, you can look up the picture. You can look it up while I'm asking you the next question. But can we put it on the? I would put it on the screen. Yes. A picture though of how he really really liked my hair back when I was like.
Or it's like a before and after.
Yeah.
But like your hair, I'm saying not because it's already like a done deal. But like your hair actually does look. I do.
It's well, it's done now, so.
I really like it. Are we going to talk about how it was in the first and all that? Because that's something to talk
I got
about.
a few more questions. Let me. Okay.
Because at first, now, that's. that, I still. It was all good, but it's like it wasn't like it's all like full and filled in. I don't know what you're saying.
It wasn't. So I understand what you're saying. I'm not offended by it.
That's got to be on there. Like,
no, I don't know if it is.
They don't want to go there. I'm the only dumb one that wants to go there.
No, it's fine. Okay, what has been your least favorite hairstyle on me?
Least favorite hairstyle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Like, I mean, of like my whole time knowing you, you're always very stylish. I know I can't. So
you don't care like braids, straighten versus poof versus, whatever.
Oh, you mean like how you do your hair now? Okay.
No, not now, but just in the history of us being together, your least favorite hairstyle that I've ever done, like that you didn't really like. I've had twist braids, I've had regular braids, I had long braids, I had short braids. I had Marley twists. I had everything.
I love you no matter what.
You probably don't even remember. That's what it is. He doesn't remember, so that's why he's like, oh, I don't know anything, because he doesn't remember. That's the reason why. So thank you for the compliment, though, babe. I appreciate it. Okay, do you think locks has changed me in any way besides my appearance?
I mean, again, it goes back. It really goes back to like the maintenance, because like, I mean, you know, brown girl hair takes a lot of like work. You know what I'm saying? It's time, right? And that could be, I mean, unless you're like just really into like doing your hair and stuff. You know, there'd be times where it's like, you know, you'd be, I don't know what's the word. You know, it's like
frustrated.
Just another thing to deal with. And now you can. You know, your hair looks great. You get to get up, and it's, you know, it's like very low maintenance, and it looks awesome all the time.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, I think that, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I think that the low maintenance side of it really helps, and it helps with your attitude. And also, I think that, you know, I think that it could help with your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because like you try some new hairstyle, don't like it, but you still got, you know, I don't know, you know, just an observation. But if you have, you know, it can give you confidence knowing that your hair is consistently looking good. Yeah. Because I mean, it is. It's like, I mean, it. And one thing cool about it is like, even like the girls who have like, it is a little bit kind of wild. It looks good. Yeah. You know, whereas like if you got your hair straight and you got one in the back like this, you know, it's like, I don't know, what's up, you know. But like locks and things like that are different, because that's kind of like how it is. It's like a free flowing, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. So I would say that, it will give you, I don't know what, boost of confidence, better attitude, less stress.
I had a poll about that recently. I was just asking if people feel like this, like neutral, or it has improved, or has like, you know, I guess
getting past the initial stage. I'm surprised that that's not on there, but it may be. But like the initial stage, I can see how some people would be like
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know about this, but you showed the stages, right? Pictures of like,
and they've seen that journey, so they understand.
It does get full and more filled, and
I'm actually really glad that you mentioned that, because like I'm happy that you're honest about the fact that my initial install, when I came home and I was like, look guys, I did it. But one of the things that I really tried to do though, and I think, I mean, you could say, oh, it don't matter what they think, but I think it kind of does, because that person is going to look at you all the time. If he wanted to like go bald, you know, if I would maybe be like, no, I like your hair, you know what I'm saying? So
which about to that point.
We don't have a choice, but anyway, I said that to say that I'm glad that he mentioned that, because it isn't all like good, and people do have honest, true reactions that aren't always positive, even though in our community we're all like, girl, it looks great, then forget them, you know. So I'm glad that you mentioned that.
I would just say like definitely hang in there.
Yeah. Like, and it gets a lot. It improves a lot. It changes and they evolve. It's like a baby though. Like the first year, your newborn to 1 year old is like completely different, and then it starts slowing down and it starts maturing. You know, that's why they have like the starter versus the mature versus the teenage stage. So
because like, isn't that what makes locks cool? It's like that's
they evolve. They change.
Like the point of it is like you got them for so many years. You know? That's what makes it cool.
Let's see, what else has changed about me since having locks, if anything else do you think besides
You talk a lot about locks.
Yes, I have a channel about locks. I talk about them a lot.
Oh my God.
So, okay, you don't seem excited about it. Okay, so now you guys see why when I make my videos, I'm like, lock, because Beth's like, okay, that's enough about the locks.
I have to go to the store or something.
I don't think that's everybody though, because I have an extra YouTube channel and a Facebook group and like all this stuff dedicated to locks, but we do end up being there's a whole lot of this and talking about it, and also because people ask me so many questions. I would say that's another thing both of us notice. We don't go anywhere in public where people don't either ask to touch my hair, or they ask me about my hair, or they say, I like your sister locks, is what they usually say.
And they're not sister locks,
and they're not sister locks. What? Look, thank thank you. So he already got the response.
I've learned something.
We already get stared at all the time because
like,
we lived in the South.
I'm not even going to tell them.
I
just say thank you.
See, he already knows. I'm like, I don't have sister. But there's no point in
these are actually microlocs.
Yes, the mine are not branded. But anyways, I used to be like that, but I don't really care as much anymore.
I'm kidding.
Okay, would you ever lock your hair?
My hair?
Yeah.
Back,
I bet when you were younger, you would.
Yeah, I was gonna say back in that, why am I talking about Lenny Kravitz so much? I don't know.
Because you listened to Lenny Kravitz and Martin, and he had long blonde ringlets, and he was into his hair, and he was this big around, so skinny with his hair. I bet you would have. If your mom wouldn't have probably tried to kill you.
But you know what's crazy? I would have. In high school,
and you probably
I actually kind of wanted it, but I didn't even know. I didn't even know like what you would even do.
Yeah, somebody could have helped you start.
So someone would have been like,
because he has very, very curly, or had very, very curly hair.
Hey, this is how it's done. Back in the day, but now, for me, no.
For a lot of reasons too, how you work and
I'll have to have
he has a peninsula in the front. You should show him.
See, well, I don't know. Maybe I can lock all this up like that, and have like a horn.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're called wigs.
Wigs.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Don't listen to him.
Give me all wigs.
The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay. And then, would you allow our children to lock their hair?
See.
And why? Why not? Now that's also okay. I will give my answer to this too. The answer for me is no. And the reason why is because both of our children's hair texture is not conducive to locks. It's very, very fine hair. And my daughter especially has hair that's extremely silky. I don't think that locks are, for the reasons that I got them, which is like convenience and low maintenance, necessary for their hair. And also, I prefer my son to have shorter hair. So those are the two reasons why I would say no. It's like for us, maybe a special case because our kids' hair texture is not really conducive to locking. It would be a whole bunch of work for nothing. So that would be my answer. And I feel like Matt would be similar to that. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's kind of the same. Like it would be like redoing it and like it's like. But my nephew, he has his hair locked, but he also is fully African American and he has a coarser hair texture. Mm-hmm. So it's like makes a lot more sense for
his
that.
Is good.
And it locked really quick. So I would say our combined answer is that unless you want to say yes, I would.
Yeah, I think for that same reason. I don't know. I mean,
it's kind of like we don't.
I also would say this is just me personally. I don't know. That's something that it's like a personal thing.
Yeah.
So I would have to wait until
they're old enough. Because they don't, my daughter doesn't have her ears pierced either.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. It's like when they're old enough to be able to, to be able to have the responsibility and the this and that. And also our kids also, on top of their hair texture, spend a lot of time in water.
Mm-hmm.
And that would also be like, okay, this is too much. Unraveling and all that kind of stuff like that. They swim a lot and all those types of things. And so, no, that would be adding more work to our lives and more stress to our.
The pool and stuff, it helps takes it out
Yeah, because you don't want to get your hair wet because it can have. Have you been watching my videos or not?
Mm-mm.
See, he always says I watched the beginning of your video and he probably gets enough of me talking about it at home. All right, that was the last question that I had. But I want to open it up to if you feel like you have a comment or something that you want to say.
I'm surprised.
I will ask you.
Questions?
Sorry, Laura, he doesn't like the questions. Okay, last question, question number 11.
Laura,
Matt,
is that her name?
Yeah. How did you feel? What did you want me to ask you?
No, I'm just saying. I'm surprised that what was your reaction?
Okay.
At the beginning, the first stage of all this. That's a good one, man.
Okay,
really good.
Matt, what was your reaction to the beginning and the first stages of me having locks?
We already talked about it.
Why did you bring it up to me?
Well,
okay,
I'm just saying.
That's all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Danielle and
Matt
are signing off. We hope you like this, and I would like to tag. Summer, have you already done the video? I'll tag Summer, and I'll also tag Lena, I always mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. Lovely's Locks. I would like to tag you if you can get your husband to do this tag, and I would love to see his answers. If you guys like this video, please actually give it a like, subscribe if you want more content like this, and leave a comment below if you have anything to say about our answers.
I want to say the end part. Do I get to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
Do you remember my outro?
Bye, mamas.